Welcome to our cash game tonight. We're going to be doing 2 cent, 4 cent cash game. So let's hope everything goes well right now. So we're going to get started out here. We're waiting for the big blind. It's up next. So ought to be a good deal here. Crazy board right before I came in. This one up here in the corner was all in. This one was called all in, and this one was all in. And Show Vengeance won with Ace Queen high against Queen 7 up here, Queen of Queen 4 up here, and Pocket 8s over here. So hopefully we're going to get some donkey calls and win that. So we got 2 pair off the flop. We're going to raise that to 14 cents here. Put 22 cents into a half the pot in. A call. King on river, we're going to bet 88 cents the pot. And we get the fold and the win our first hand of the night. So now we've got Ace 8 of spades on the board. Let's see. Need to get us a full table back. We're doing a 6 max table tonight instead of that 9 man. We're going to limp in on this. Oh, now we got our full table, hopefully. All right, we got a pair of 8s on a King 4-8 board. So now the turn is a queen. Let's see here, J.R. Jernigan. They're going to take their sweet time right there, so we'll see. Time has finally run out, so he'll check. Check. Show Vengeance. What's Show Vengeance going to do? Check. Best we can do right now is a pair of 8s, and we're going to check it. 16 cents in the pot. And we're going to win that 16 cents right there. Good deal. So we did have the best hand out of all that. All right, we got pocket jacks on the button. There will be some raising going on here. Okay. All right, up to 30-cent raise on the button. Got a call. Got another call. Queen 6-9 board. I'm hoping we get checks. Maybe we can. Yeah, we're gonna throw a half bet pot of 46 cents out there. And we get the fold, so we're gonna pick up that 92 cent or 88 cents off that. So. Yep, no reason to slow play it. We're just going to try to build us up some oh, we got kings. I'll bet 16 cents at the bot. We're probably going to get folded all the way around. We don't mind taking the 6 cents. He's folding. I don't understand what he's doing. not making us sweat. We're not worried about it. He comes over the top, we're definitely calling, so. It looks like he's folding, so I don't know what he's doing, but. Yeah, so. How good is that? And we picked that up, so we're good with that. King 5 off, we're going to fold. Well, we're getting off to a hot start, so hopefully we can keep it up. We know we're going to have to slow our roll. We're getting a lot of good hands right off the bat here. And we get Queen 6 offsuit in the big blind. Oh. Poker Star New York. Raise it to 14 cents. We will fold. Oh, let's see what the flop brings. Jack 6 King flop. So we'd have had a pair of sixes. And then they check right behind. Now we would have had an up and down straight draw, a 9 or an ace, and there's the fold. He bet 6. Poker Stars New York, or Poker Star New York bet. So we got 9-7 offsuit in the small blind, which I don't know, but I know we got the S&G challenge thing up, so we're gonna probably change that here in a minute, but hey, that's the way it goes, right? This is a cash game. This is not the S&G challenge. Just letting you know. Let's see what we're going to do. And now we're going to fold. All right. Okay. Yeah. King 3 Jack board. Scary board for our Queen 9. We could have hit us 10 and been alright, but we're good with that. We're good with that. And I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, y'all. A little mess up situation there. We're okay now, though. I had a banner pop up too much. Was trying to change it to the cash game banner, and it popped up all over the place. So we got it fixed. So don't worry. We get ace queen right here, so we'll pump it up to 16 cents. That's what we've been raising to. We're going to keep it there. Yeah, didn't think we were going to get any calls, so no sweat there. We're getting a lot of credit for our our hand selection right now, since we've been showing very good hands. We're going to keep showing them. We've had jacks and kings already in this cash game early, so necessarily not a good thing for me, because usually when I start out this strong, I start getting bigger hands and I lose a lot of chips. But we're going to try to maintain our composure here and float through this cash game here and see what we come up with. I don't know what Poker Stars New York was doing. They're just, I guess, waiting. Our blinds are automatically put up for him. That's the way it should be. So you shouldn't have to wait for him to respond. It should be an automatic thing. Not terribly too much money on the table right now. We've got the money on the table, so not too terribly much money on this table tonight. So we're gonna hope they'll rebuy and beef it up some, but We get a queen 3-3. We get a 3-3 queen board. We're checking. But double paired board. And then the ace on the river, so could be a split pot between them all. The re-raise there, the call. And there's the ace and queen. So she must have been playing the board and just did not have no sense of what was going on. All right, we're going to sneak in with 10-7 suited of spades. This is Tom's hand. We're going to flop a 7 and we're going to bet it. He's going to call, so we're going to probably slow down after that, especially with that card on the return being a club and an 8. 5 or 9. 5-9 gives you a straight. 9-10 gives you a straight. We're going to let him have that 16 cents. We get king 3 on the button. And we're definitely folding that for 14 cents. Not many flops being played here right now, so a lot of raising and then taking the pots down pre-flop. Big Daddy 82. Poker Star New York, J.R. Jernigan, Zut, and what is this one? The Homosexual Server. Oh my gosh. That is a very inappropriate screen name, I guess. And he bets 40 cents into a 40-cent pot. Does the Homosexual Server. It's up to Big Daddy to either call or let it go. Let's see, and he's going to let it go, so that will go down. Alright, we're going to fold 7-5. Now that things have slowed down, this is a cash game for sure. Things have slowed down for sure now. 12-cent raise by J.R. Jernigan, called by Big Daddy 82. See what Zut 28 is going to do. Fold. And another fold. Raise, a bet, raise, re-raise, and a fold by Jernigan. So Jernigan was just trying to steal it with a repop there. Did not work. Cooter hand going in the muck there. Pretty quiet table tonight right here on Brandon Poker TV with the Global Poker. I mean, there's a lot of raises, but we've had hands start with and we've now slowed off, so we're just chilling right now waiting for it. Oh, re-raise, a raise and then a re-raise here, and a fold. They're just trying to steal 4 cents right now, so they're wasting too much money trying to steal 4 damn cents. So that's how it goes. And we get a walk. We love those walks, do we not? Let's see what we get here. $4-cent call. Call. And they'll raise 18 cents so we can let our 9-7 offsuit go. J.R. Jernigan calls. The flop would have been 3-6-6. 42 cents into a 42-cent pot. They're like I'm betting. I can't wait to get a hold of them when we actually get a hand. We got 8 deuce. That was our first hand of the night. We flopped 2 pair, first or second hand of the night, whatever. We flopped 2 pair and ended up getting some money out of it. A lot of raising, re-raising going on in these pots, but we've not been involved for a little while now. I mean, I'm just going to see where it goes. All right, 5-4 off. So we would have had if we'd have hit a 3 on the turn. I mean on the river or the turn, it was a red 3. We would. Let's see, 10-6 off. And now we're going to fold that. We would have flopped a gut shot. Of course, we flop a gut shot just about every hand that we have, so nothing new there. If you watch all my videos from the past, you'll see that we flop gut shots a lot. So, all right, we got King 7 off, and we're going to fold that. And a raise on the small blind up, and there we go. All right, we got 6-5 offsuit here in the big blind. With the way they've been raising, I doubt we get to play this. We have lost one of our players that has some money on his, at least over $3 on his account there, but he's gone. He checked out, so we'll have to deal with these little stacks, and then we got two. I guess we got 2 average stacks over here. 12-cent raise. Yeah, I'm gonna let them fight it out. I was gonna call the 12-cent raise, but because I don't believe this one at all. Yeah, we wouldn't have flopped anything, so good thing we didn't. He's gonna bet out. Yep, and here we go. They're gonna get tied up now. And I call King Queen and Ace King. So Ace King gonna take the pot down there, and I was surprised that the homosexual server had anything. We're gonna make the call there. Really didn't want to, but glad we did. We flopped a full house on him. We're gonna try to bet 28 cents on the river. We're hoping for a re-raise. And we're going to take down these 2 pots here. So we get up there, and the homosexual server is out right now, so I don't know if he's going to buy back in or not. King Queen back to back, and he pretty much went all in both times back to back with King Queen and didn't hit nothing. I was hoping that Big Daddy 82 would maybe have hit a straight or something out there. We flopped the full house, and we was hoping for some big money there, but didn't happen that way for us on that, so we'll let it go. All right, so we get aces on under the gun, so we'll raise it up. We get 2 callers. It's Not what we was looking for. Looking for maybe one and potted at 54 cents. Got a call. And we take down a monstrous pot there, so we just knocked 2 others out. So yeah, Donkey City is paying off for us right now. They fold to us, so. And they're gone, so now we're down to 3-handed. Sneaking in with damn 3-4 suited of hearts. Yeah, you're a dumbass. And then Queen Jack on a raised board like that. I mean, I'm lucky I didn't get sucked out on, but still. It was a pretty rough call in on that. I mean, so here we are with ace 3. We got an ace. We'll bet 8 cents into the 10-cent pot and we'll get a fold. All right, the table's starting to fill back up, so hopefully to get back to full. Oh, nope, one left, so one's waiting. Oh, here we go with another one back in, so hopefully we can. All these mem buy-ins. What we got? Nothing. I mean, we went from $4 to 11 real quick. Let's see how long we've been playing. We've been playing for about 22 minutes, and we went from $4 start to 11.44, 46, whatever you want to say, right up in there, real quick. So we flopped 2 pair, but you got to remember there's 1, 2, 3, 4 people in the hand, so we will. There's a 20-cent bet. And there's a call. Yeah, I'm going to let the jack go, and I'm not going to try to decipher the donkeys here. $0.60 bet on the river. He was waiting. He had a queen something, I'm sure. We're going to be folding this. Trying to play intriguingly nice here, so let's see. Okay, 9, 3, 6, 8, 2 spades, 2 hearts, 2 flush draws. Neither draw hits, so the best possible hands are straight, so that would be Jack 10. But 10-7 is also a straight, and he had a straight and a flush draw, but he hit the straight. Yeah, he was going. Mags was rolling it in there, so. Oh, let's see what we're going to do. 2, 4, 4 on the flop. We could have hit a 3 and had a straight, but I still wouldn't have been too comfortable with it. because there's a paired board as I see. Would have been a 9 on the turn. There's a lot more betting involved in this than there's the fold. We're just sitting in wait and pretty much trying to just take the donkeys' money that are betting. There are a lot of them that are just going in with pairs. Even on straight boards, they're going in with pairs. So, and flush boards too. So we're going to wait it out. We're not going to try to get involved in hands we don't have to get involved in. We're just going to kind of sit here and wait and see what happens, you know. I mean, we are the monster at the table right now. We do have all the money at the table, so we're playing against a lot of low stacks here. I mean, at the most, 20 bucks that we're going to probably get off this table right now, because I don't see, I mean, when they lose their money, they're gone, so there's not many rebuyers in here, so. But the reason we're betting so much on some of these is we knew that we was probably more than likely going to get paid off. We hadn't seen many people fold much, so we knew that they were going to, we're more than likely going to get paid, and we did with the aces. I mean, they were re-raising with top pair there, thought they had something miraculous, and we was holding the aces, so. And then 5-4 had a flush draw, but we're glad it didn't hit, but if it had hit, we still took the portion of the money. $0.38 and all in for Zoot. A call by Dee Troutman. Poker star in New York calls. We hadn't heard much from her lately. She was on fire earlier, just betting like hell, but now we're got all in with a 3-4 queen. We would have had a gut shot. And we would have hit the gut shot. Now the scary part would have been the paired board. We probably would have got paid there, and we would have got the nut straight and took them down. She had the full house up top though, but we would have took Poker Stars New York out with the nut straight. We're gonna check, see a flop, see what happens, and we flop trips on this one. We'll bet 4 cents out. We got a fold, got a call. Scary board, so we're just gonna min bet it here. She calls. Still a scary board. We're just gonna min bet. She raises it 17 cents. We'll call. And we got the win there, so a little skeptical about the board, but she had King Jack for nothing. So she just had a pair of kings is all she had. So we had to trip queens. Take a little bit of money off of her. Now we got Jack 10 suited at diamonds. And he's going to min raise it, and we're going to min call their min raise. Scary flop. Now, if it would have been 8 queen, something else, it would have been okay, but that's a scary board to be on, but we're going to call. And a flush is on the turn, so we're probably drawing real thin right now. But if men bet a 4 cents, we're calling. It's too much money out there to fold on a 4-cent bet. Yeah, we're not calling 24 cents. You can have that. But men bet a 4 cents, yeah, we're calling. All right, we're going to fold 10 deuce suited of clubs here. I see most people would have pushed with the trip queens there that I had when I had them, but it's not worth putting your stack too much at risk when you know there's a lot of hands that can beat you. There was straight possibilities that could have beat us. There was boats, and I mean all kinds of crazy stuff. So there were too many hands that could beat us. So that's why we just smooth called the repop. I mean, she was just calling the 4 cents. That was fine, but she repopped it. I thought about repopping it, but I changed my mind and just smooth called it. And we did win, but there was a lot of possibilities we could have lost. So we have a gut shot, of course. Hit a 5 and we got a straight. Let's see. There's an 8-cent bet. Call. I mean, an 8-cent bet and a call. So what Mags is going to do. Remember to check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Brandon Turner Poker. Also check us out on Twitter at poker_stud83. All right, we would have hit our straight on the turn. We're on fire, man. We really are. We would have probably took Diddy Troutman's money there and would have been a good shot unless he was chasing hearts and he possibly would have hit one on the river. So, but we would have got it all in there on the turn with the best hand probably. $0.14 raise. We would have had a gut shot. How many times do we flop gut shots all day long? You know, that's the scary thing about hitting 2 pair, because 9 times out of 10 when you hit 2 pair, it gives the board a chance for a straight on the board. So 2 pairs tricky to play. You just got to learn how to play them just right. Like we played the 8 deuce, we had a gap in our 2 pair, so I was okay with it. But most of the time it's tricky to play 2 pair. But see, we was on the big blind, we flopped 2 pair off the bat, so that wasn't a donkey play. We were already in the hand. We just checked and flopped 2 pair. That's just what happens. Under the gun, we'll fold. And we've been playing for 33 minutes, and we have almost tripled our profit here. So we would have flopped a pair of 6s on a deuce 8-6 board. They're betting 20 cents out. We're not trying to get involved in too many hands. Like I said, we're just trying to just play it out. 3 on the turn, so that gives you, if you got 4-5, you got a straight. 7-5, you could still hit a straight, but right now 4-5 was the nuts. All right, so we got 9-3 on the big blind. Let's see what Poo 56 does. I'm sure somebody's going to raise. So we get to check it. Now, see, this is where if we flop 2 pair, which we didn't. But if we did and took them down, it would have been their fault that they didn't raise it. So don't let nobody call you a donkey if you're in a big blind and you just sneak into 2 pair of the win. Because that's not a donkey play. That's just the play you have to make. And I've seen somebody call me a donkey because of that. You're sitting in the big blind. It's not raised. What else are you supposed to do, really, you know? All right, so we flop nothing. Deuce 3 king on the flop. And another deuce. So we're pretty much drawing thin to a queen. If that's even good, somebody may have been floating around there with a deuce. Possibility. And we'll see on the river. Now see, you got king deuce. You got flush, and there's the deuce up top as I figured it was. Mag's betting out. I figured he probably had the deuce there. Everybody checked the king on the flop, and then the deuce hits, and he bets. So I could only put him on a deuce at that point, right then. So let's see. Nine, jack, 6. The board's pairing a lot tonight. And a double paired board back to back. We just had a double paired board with kings and deuces, 9s and 6s, and there's the 6 over here. Max has it again. The low end of a full house has it again, but when you're hitting like that, you just got to continue. He was in the small blind there. He was in the big blind the first time, small blind the second time. So, see, that's what I'm saying. It pays off sometimes in that big blind, small blind situation. 8-cent raise and a call by the button by Mags. See what D.D. Troutman's going to do. He's going to make the call. The pot's 28 cents. We got a 9, king, 5 board, all spades. We would have had a gut shot, but we really wouldn't have felt comfortable with it here in this situation. Troutman leads out with a 28-cent pot bet. And Pooh 56, he makes the call, so I'm guessing Pooh is on a flush draw. He's probably got one spade, and I don't know if you want to do it with that. So 84% pot bet. I think he had kings and 5s with maybe, I don't know what kind of kicker, but all right, we got this in the big blind, under the gun. We're going to fold it. I mean, of course, sometimes we're going to play hands like that, but not all the time. And it's a good thing we didn't. 2-7-5 on the flop. 4 cent, and then Poker Star New York has woke up. We hadn't heard much from her, and she raises it to 24 cents. So see what D.D. Troutman does, trying to steal another pot. He's probably going to fold the way he's wasting time. It looks like he's going to fold. So, yeah, oh, he called. So we hit a 3 of clubs on the turn. That opens up a flush draw if somebody's got a 2 clubs in their hand, which I don't believe they do. What a scary board with all this betting. 9-7's going to win it with a pair of 9s, and then he had 9-3 up and he was calling with that shit on a scary board. Nope. So we're on the big blind with 6-3. We're probably more than likely going to fold if it's raised, and I'm well, no, we're being surprised tonight as we've been on the big blind, not been raised, but we're definitely not going any further than this. We will be folding this hand with a 10-jack-10 board on there. We're out of there on that. Nope. We'll let them two fight it out. And we're trying to play safe ABC poker, all in call. Jack. Oh, split pot there on a jack. Both of them had a jack, and they were betting like they had the 10. Wow. A lot of calls to make. So, Pooh, are you stepping out of the realm, or are you going to play? Let's see what Pooh 56 is going to do. He's sitting there waiting. We don't know what's going to happen. He's probably going to, there he is. He gets in. Okay. So, we got 10-6 offsuit. See what the action behind us brings. And we'll sneak in for 2 cents. We lose 2 cents. Okay. We already had 2 cents out there. Just see what Pooh 56 is going to do. Pretty sure he's going to check, but there we go. He checks. We flop a pair of 6s. We're middle pair, so we're going to check it. Let's see what D.D. Troutman does. He checks. All right, we're going to bet our trip 6s now. Probably going to get fold. Oh, we got call. Ace on the river. We're going to bet the 8 cents out. I fold. And the call. And we'll take that pot down. So we get Queen Jack on the button. Get a raise to 14 cents. We got Queen Jack offsuit. Normally in this situation, I'd probably play it, but I don't know what Didi Troutman's raising with. He could probably be raising with King, Queen, King, Jack, Ace, King, Ace, Jack, Ace, King, Ace, Queen. So I'm going to fold that and let them fight it out. And we would have flopped a queen, but there's a king out there. So Didi Troutman was raising like he had a king in his hand, and he probably does. He bets on the flop, so we're going to let him have it. So ace deuce, we're going to fold that. Boom. All righty. My dog's going nuts now. What is it? What is it? Daddy's just trying to play some poker. 51 cent all in and a snap call. Trip King is going to take it. Don't know what 10-7 was even doing in that spot. That's a terrible spot to call an all in. Oh, we're going to fold. So, re-raise all in by Didi Troutman. I think everybody will fold to him on this. Nope. Pooh 56 is going to call a King 5 and Ace against Ace 9 of clubs. So Ace 9 of clubs probably going to take this one down. Yes. Even though he hit a 5, he hit the 5 of clubs. So Didi Troutman doubles up there. Poker Stars New York has left us, but Breezer 518 has entered the fray. All right, Pooh 56 probably on a, I would say he's probably steaming right now from that loss. I don't know why, because he was a donkey for calling an all-in with King 5. But we're going to sneak in because we're getting pot odds here. We flopped absolutely garbage for our hand, so we're going to check it. Not going to be in this hand too much. $1.39 all in, we'll let him have it. We're not calling with no out possibilities. He probably does not have a jack. But then again, he could have a pocket pair higher than jack, so we're just going to let it go at that. We get Jack 9 offsuit here. Then we'll call and check. We'll see the flop. Jack 8-6. We're going to bet our jack right out the gate. See what we get called. Fold. Fold. So we take that pot down. We'll like that. We get Jack 10 on the button. So we go from Jack 9 to Jack 10 here. I had Olive Garden's lasagna tonight. I hadn't had it in so long. I didn't forget how good it was, and it was real good. I enjoyed it. That and the lasagna Frita appetizer is good too. Let's see. Well, we're gonna bet 8. We're gonna min bet into this because there's possibilities for a flush out there. I want to see where everybody's at in this situation. Breezer left, so we're going to fold, and they're going to fold to us, and we're going to get that pot as well. We'll scoop it up. We'll take that. We get 10-7 suited of hearts. We're going to fold it though. We'll let them find. And Mr. Poking something over here. Mr. Poking something has come in. Ah, and there's the flop of a 4 queen 4 board. Good thing we folded 10-7 suited of hearts there. Cash games on Global Poker seem to be pretty fun to play, and they're, you know, as long as you got some poker knowledge, you can probably make some money at it. We would have picked up a flush draw on a turn on a paired board though, and I'm just, I wouldn't be feeling it. 36-cent bet out there and zoot. 28's going to re-raise all in. Pooh's probably going to fold because he was trying to steal the pot. So, all right, we got queen deuce off. We're going to fold as poke and snatch. Mr. Poke and Snatch. That's a good name too, huh? Enters the table. We've been down to as low as 3 people at the table. Right now we're back up to a full table. Guy buys in with, what, 40 cents? So, not real fond of those kind of buying for 40 cents. Because it's just not enough money on the table for us. I won't be getting tangled up with him too much. I mean, everybody's under $2 at our table. We're the only ones over $11, but we're just draining their money a little bit at a time. We'd rather be at a bigger table, but right now this is the only 6 max 2-cent, 4-cent game going on right now, so we're just playing it. We're probably going to get on a full ring table, but they didn't have nothing going right now, so we're just going to play this one. I guess a little money's better than no money, so we're going to just try to take this little bit of money. So we had queen deuce. We'd had deuces and aces with a queen kicker. But I don't think that's any good. I think somebody got walking around in there with an ace. Mr. Poke and Snatch and bought in for 40 cents. He's down to 28 already. He might as well have called that. But they're going to fold to him and let him take up that pot. And they had a lot of their stack invested in that. That's why we try not to get involved in any of the. We try not to get involved in any of that stuff right there. So we're just going to let that go. We would have had a pair of 7s with a gut shot, and the gut shot would have been the dummy end of the straight. So don't know if we'd have hit that either. So far this table's been pretty easy on us. I hope it continues that way. I mean, we've been playing for 47 minutes right now, so we're creeping up on that hour mark. There's the all-in by Mr. Poke and Snatch. And the call, King 5 gets nothing, and 9-6 will double it up. So King 5 up in there again. They love them damn offsuit King whatevers, don't they? So min raised to 8 cents here, and everybody has called except for Mr. Poke Snatching. We're going to see what he does. If he calls, yeah, we're going to have to call the 4 cents. We're really putting 4 cents in to win 44. So we flopped nothing, but that means that we can get out of it easy, and we only wasted 4 cents in this pot. So I mean, we was getting gigantic pot odds there to call. So I mean, why not call? But we got 3 deuce, nothing on that board, no hearts. No anything, and it's all heart board. You got royal flush possibilities, straight flush possibilities, and quads and boats, all kinds of possibilities on this board. I mean, there's so much that can beat you on this scary ass board, and yeah, you better fold if you ain't got none of it. We got King 9, the legend Jeffrey, King 9. We got it on the small blind, so depending on what happens behind us, depends on what we're going to do here. And we're going to be folding King 9, the legend, here in this situation. Not a good spot for us. After it being repopped on the button to 22 cents, it may have been just a button raise, but we've also got all these others, and they all made the call. We would have flopped a top pair, but look at that board, all diamonds and straight draws. But if we hit a jack of diamonds, we may have the actual nut straight, unless somebody's got the ace of diamonds for the royal. Ooh, 44 cents, and they all call, and then the diamond hits on turn. We'd had a 9 high flush. 10 cents all in there. Call. Ace queen for the straight, but the ace of diamonds is down there. So the ace of diamonds hits the flush. There was a weird splitty pot there on that one. I don't know what was going on there. It was a flush on the board, but so I guess they split the little pot and he took the big pot and all that, but wow. $0.09 all in. Ace 4 against 8-9. 8-9 pops off 2. An ace will help, but no, 9's full of 8s. We'll get him the full house and he'll get 23 cents back. He bought him for 40 and he has just trampled that money off. Been up, he was up, he's down, up and down. Not a good situation for that. We're going to limp in here. We got ace 10 offsuit. See what suit 28 does. Checks. Let's see what we flop. We flop an ace on a ace king 7 board. There's a 4-cent bet. Call fold. 19 cents all in. We're going to make the 19-cent call. And there's a fold on the other end, but now we got blank on the turn, no diamond. He's going to bet 4 cents out. We're going to call the 4 cents. If a diamond comes, we know we're beat. No diamond. The jack hit, so that means queen 10 is the nuts. He bet 60 into that pot. Yeah, we're going to let him have it. Ace 4 wins it. Ace deuce and ace 4 split that. Jesus, we should have been in there. But they just bet too much out. I thought we were in a good spot, but it doesn't look like it. Mr. Poking Snatching's gone, so we're back down to a 5-handed table. That was a bad call. I was thinking too much there. I should have just made the call. But that's the way it rolls. Oof, what a board that is. Excuse me. Really don't think our 8s would be any good in this situation, but I really don't know. Ace little, these two had ace little last time. We had ace 10. We should have called, but we didn't. I was just looking at the endless possibilities of them beating us, and I forgot we're playing people that do not know what they're doing. $0.16 raise by Diddy Chapman or Troutman. We got queen 8 again. We're not going with it. Not against Troutman here. We'll wait till we pick up a halfway decent hand. We're sitting at the table with some little stacks. Diddy Troutman raising again. So re-raised to 40 cents by Pooh 56. So yeah, I'm not feeling that right now. So we've been playing for almost an hour right now. 69 cent all in, you got to call at that point. Troutman's got 7s, Jack 10. Queen or, well, Troutman wins and doubles up there. Queen would have gave him the straight, Jack or a 10 would have gave him the win, but no luck. I don't understand that call off or that re-raise with Jack 10. I mean, anything can beat you with a Jack 10. We got ace 4 here. Nothing for us on the flop, but we're going to bet it and try to take down this 10-cent pot with a with a 4-cent bet, which probably will not happen. Mags is going to probably call. Okay, we're going to check and get a free card on the river, and we do, and good God, look at the possibilities there on this board. Yeah, we're folding. We're not giving up no more cents. 10-8 off. We got a full table again, and then he leaves, so guess he didn't want to play. Here he is back, so maybe he'll play now. We're letting the donkeys just ship their chips to each other right now, and we're just scooping in for the take on some of them. We missed a spot when we had ace-10, but we're going to do that. We overthought the hand. We just gave them a little too much credit on that, which was a scary board. All you need was a queen first straight. They bet 60 cents out like they got the best hand, so we're going to give them credit on that, and we're going to sneak in here right now and see what happens. There's a min raise, but we'll know what it is by the time it gets back to us. That way we can make a clear decision. We'll only waste 4 cents if not. All right, so we're going to go ahead and call. And we flop nothing. 5-3-9 board. And then we'll check. Oh, let's see. I bet 34 cents. We're going to fold that. We'll let them two battle it out. There's no possibility. The only thing we can hit is a queen or a jack, and I don't even know if that'll be good. Right now, I wouldn't give them credit enough to have anything good. So I'm saying jacks against, oh my gosh, the straight with 4 deuce hits. Pooh 56 is done. He's going to rebuy those, but golly. Troutman is built back up here. I don't know how much he's put into this game or not, so I can't really say that he's up. But he has won some hands and picked up some money here. We're at queen 4 offsuit. We've got 5 at the table. One keeps in and out over here, but never stays to play. All right, we're going to check because there's nothing that can really help us. So, yeah, we're pretty much dead in the water on this, and we'll just check it down. They bet we'll fold. Even a min bet we're going to fold. I just don't trust it. Not with hitting nothing. Good jack 6 suited of clubs here. Mags is back in. The raise by Troutman. A call by Pooh 56. And we flop absolutely nothing on that, so that's a good thing we stayed out of the hand. There's a 54-cent bet into a 54-cent pot. Yeah, it looks like we may get a 6-player here. Genie 48. All right, well, maybe we can limp in and see a flop with this hand. Be a good possibility. We do, and there's nothing there for us, so we will be checking out. I mean, we've kind of slowed down our cards here lately, so we snuck in on a few hands. Just haven't been able to hit the flop here lately, so we're just chilling right now, waiting for some more stuff to go down. We get ace-7 offsuit. We will be folding that hand. Oof. Gut shot. Again. They're betting here, so 4 cents. The men bet, so now the board's paired with 5s. It's 5-4-3-5. Another min bet by Zoot. A fold and a call. The deuce hits the river. Give somebody with a 4 or 6 of straight there. And the 8s are down by the 6 here. 6 high straight gets it. So what we're going to do here is raise to 12 under the gun. And we get a call from the big blind here, and we flop nothing. She checks, so we're going to probably bet 16 into the pot. She re-raised all, and she must have flopped a straight with ace from her 5 deuce or something like that, 5-7, something like that. So we wasted too many chips on that for her, so we'll be folding this one. I don't think we're going to play jack deuce. Get our focus back in the game. Would have flopped 2 pair. I felt it there as I was folded. I was like, yep, we're probably going to flop 2 pair on this board. But it's crazy how that works out. Right after having a bad hand, we flop 2 pair. That's the way it's been working. So we'll be folding this as well. We'll probably flop a straight draw. Nope, but we do flop a pair of 3s. Max bets out min bet called. Jack on the turn. There's a straight draw on the board. And a min bet again called. And now all you got to do is have king 10 for the nuts or 10-8. And they're just min raising each other. It's a bunch of bullshit. There's the all in. And the whole Mags is such an idiot. All right, we got 6 deuce of diamonds. We'll be folding that hand. Yeah, Mags that's pretty stupid on his part to repop it, then repop it, and then she shoves all and he folds. I mean, if you had a big enough hand to repop it, why are you trying to steal a pot with just a min raise? If you're trying to steal a pot, you should raise it a little bit more and take your knocks if you're going to get them. See, 4-6 king on the board, 2 spades and a diamond. We had 2 diamonds. It would not help us, and especially that 62-cent bet on the flop. He just pots it when he's got something. There's the all in and the call. So he has aces against king 8. So he would have had to hit king on the river to win because aces and 6s up there. So he has busted Pooh 56 a couple of times. Pooh 56 is sitting out now, so we're back down to 5-handed table. We're going to fold. Pooh 56, man, just getting run over. He's going to get out of here, though. Troutman's starting to build a stack up over there, and he is a donkey, so we could possibly get into the money with him. We get a hand. Oh, we'd have flopped a flush draw right here on a good board for our flush draw. And yes, you're going to bet 20 cents out and you're going to fold to the... Oh, no, you're not. Mr. Poking Snatching's back. Uh-oh. What's he going to do? Buy him for 40 more cents? Yes, he is. He's going to buy him for 40 more cents. Poking Snatching. He is a terrible player. We love seeing him at the table, though. He's a good contributor for the money. We would have flopped 10s on a 6-10-7 board there. Just kind of checking out the landscape of all this. Troutman's got most of the money right now, so there's not even $20 on the table right now. And we got almost $11. Trout's got 5 of it, and then the rest are under $2. Some are under $1. There's only one above $1 besides me and Troutman. And Troutman's sitting out, so he's going to take his lumps and go home. He got his money, and he's going to get out of here. We got 7-3, so now we've got under $15 on the table right now. They're going to fold to us. We got king 5. Poke Man up here, I think is his name. Yeah, Poke him. So we got poking, snatching, and poking him up here. So let's do it poking. And then we're going to check, and we're going to see a flop of 6, 8 deuce. We're going to fold. I don't know who's the better player at the table besides me right now. I would have to probably say Genie 48 is probably the better player besides me at the table. Right now, it's clear that we're the best player at the table right now, so there's no doubt in my mind about that we're the best player at the table. Poke Man's going to buy him for $2. That will put us at 15, right at $15 on the table. So a little over 15 bucks on the table. Not a very big night in the cash game, but we're up. So we're just sticking around, just waiting for cards. Gonna probably take our lumps. We've been going for an hour and 6 minutes. Check, check, check. So 8's win. All right, we got the Jeffrey Dahmer 8 Jack on our button. We're going to fold. Not going to watch it pop out there. We'll pop either a straight or 2 pair out there right now. There we go. Ace, ace 5. So we did do a good fold there. Didn't waste our 4 cents on this pot. Been a pretty good cash game for us so far. I mean, as far as profit goes right now, we're up. Let's see what Mr. Poke and Snatching with his 40 cents is going to do. Ooh, he scares me with that 40 cents. Just never know. So he raised it to 18. Got 22 behind. Pretty much gonna have to shove all in here. He's got 18 cents into a 42-cent pot over here. If he checks, means he does not want his money. Right here, I would shove on. This is the perfect. Oh my gosh. Min bet, really? On a board like that, you should have shoved. You know they're probably not holding a 4 or 9. And yeah, you're gonna let them chase down an ace with a min bet. So you shove all in for 18 cents, you're gonna get snap call with the king now. See, you had it, and then you let the king hit the turn. You should have shoved with the jacks on the flop, son. She wasn't calling you on no damn flop, but she was trying to. Terrible, man. I knew she hit that king when you raised in for 18. That was a perfect spot for her to hit. Min bet. Don't min bet, you shove. Mr. Poke and Snatching, you are probably one of the worst poker players I've ever seen in my life. We love you. We wish you'd put more money into the pot, though, instead of 40 cents. Just. And, I mean, when the king come off on the turn and he shoves all in and she snap calls, you knew she had the king. We knew that flop with the 4-9-4 was just too good. And if you I didn't put him on pocket jacks, I didn't put him on that and that good. You should have shoved on the flop. If you'd got called, at least you would have had a better hand when you went all in, not on the turn when you were behind. All right, we flop queens here, and we're going to bet 8 cents into this pot. NylaGross2@gmail.com, it looks like. All right, so we get call. We got trip queens. Looks like she's probably going to have, may have a heart. And we're in trouble. We're hoping she checks, and she does. We're going to check it back. She hit a king and a 4. We had the trips on there, so she was in the big blind. She did have a pair. She rivered 2 pair, but we had, well, she had 2 pair anyway with 4s and queens. Then she hit kings and queens, but too much on the board there for us to continue betting. So we get a 7 out here. We'll bet our 4 cents into the pot. We get called. So we got 7s and 3s with an ace. We're going to check it now. And we're going to let him bet his 12 cents on his 3 he hit on the river. I mean, on the turn. All right, we got 6-3 offsuit. She shoves all in to take down this pot with $1.78 and is called by 88 cents. Ace queen against king 5. Ace queen looks like it's going to hold on. A king can help, and that's it. Ace queen's going to take that little trash from Milagros 2 or whatever. So now they're sitting out. They come in with this little change, go for it all on the first or second hand, and then they're down. Like he come in with what, $1 or something. He was down to 88 cents, or he come in with 88 cents. I don't know what he come in with, but he's out now. All right, 4-cent bet on that flop. We're gonna fold. We're gonna wake up with 9-7 on the hijack position. Milagros, if you're not gonna play, get out. Maybe somebody else wants to join the table. This right here has been a gosh awful play by a lot of these players. When we're going to pick them out, and we're going to, if you're watching my show and you're actually one of these players, please comment in below and tell me that you're not a donkey. And then I will review your play. Tell me which episode you're on. If you're on the episode, comment on that episode. Tell me you're not a donkey. I'll go back, review your play, and let you know if you really are a donkey or not. Some people I do just call donkeys and have not reviewed any of their play throughout the game. I just call them a donkey because of one hand. But I'll review it and give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you are a donkey, you will make the donkey list. And we're going to start putting that donkey list up. So that way you can be called out and people will know you're a donkey before they play with you. Oh. You will be registered as a donkey offender. So, let's see here. We'd have had a gutter ball shot. Would not have hit. 9-5's going to win with a pair of 5s up there. And we get ace-3 on the big blind. Milagros is still setting out, yet we could have somebody else at this table. Mags is kind of slunk down to 62 cents. All right, we got a gut shot. Nothing new for our hands. I'm sure Zoot up there will bet it. Nope. All right, we did not hit the gutter on the turn, so there's still a river possibility, but we're not calling 4 cents to see it, I don't guess. No. There's no 4 coming on the river. I didn't think there would. So the best hand we'd have had was an ace high, and it could, right now, I may believe it may be a winner. And it is. Ace high is the winner. She still had a card above us, but it may have been a split. I think she'd have took it with the ace 4 high. Could have been a split, though. I really wasn't paying attention too much to the board after we didn't hit our straight. All right. We got a, no, we don't. We have a runner straight draw. We're going to fold that, though. Let's see here. We got 9-5 suited of hearts. We're going to fold that. Remember to check us out on Twitter now. Don't forget. We're on Twitter, poker_stud83. Follow me. We'll start making a donkey offenders list. All right, Papa AB222 just popped into the game, so Mila Gross is gone. They've been coming and they've been going. The only one I think that's still at the table that was at the table when we sat down was Zoot. 54 cents goes out there in a fold, so he'll take that pot down. We got Jack 9 in middle position, or under the gun +1 in the 6 max here, so we're going to be folding. We're just going to be waiting for a decent hand now because there's no reason to risk our stack because there's no money out there on the table. We would have had a straight flush draw, up and down straight flush draw here. Would not have hit it. The board would have paired, but we could still hit a 5 of spades or a 10 of spades and be the nuts. And we didn't. So good thing we didn't get in that hand. 5s will win there. And he had the 5 of spades, so wasn't hitting that side of a straight flush. So 5s hold up. I don't know what 3 deuce was doing in there, betting. I guess trying to steal the pot. All right, 10-3 king on the flop. Not a great hand. We're building our bankroll slowly but surely. We're building it up, so we're just trying to take our time. And I mean, it's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. Our cash games, we're probably going to make a lot of profit. And the tournaments, if we can hit a big tournament, that will help our profits as well. We're only going to move up once we get to our next destination. So we'll see when that happens. And I will keep you updated. I'm going to try to make a bracket of what we've been doing and how much we're up week by week. Queen Jack, we'll check in the big blind. We flopped nothing out there. We got backdoor flush and straight draws, but we'd had to hit runners on both. So it's not going to happen. We'll let them take the 16 pot max, take the 16 pot down. We're going to make a note and say we played with Zoot 28. I'm just going to say we played cash game with. Oh, we're going to put our little red mark there. So no, that's the ones that we played with. Queen on the river there, we would have had nothing. But King 7 had the 7 with 2 pair there, so they win. We end up with King 7 the very next hand, which we will sneak in with on the button here because it looks like a family pot here. And we do not flop anything, so we will be getting out. You got to show great discipline in cash games and in tournaments. And that's what we're trying to do. I'm trying to prove to you that you can go from the bottom to the top. It's going to take time, but you got to have patience. If you want to be the best, one of the best in the world, you've got to be able to go from the bottom to the top. That's what we're going to try to do. We're going to prove to everybody that we're the best poker player on global poker. Because we're going to start from the bottom and go up. I mean, of course, I could play the high stakes if I want to. If I wanted to just play the high stakes, I could play them. But I'm not. I'm trying to prove a point. We'll play the high stakes when we get there. As much as juiciness as I want to play, we'll get there. It's just going to take us a little time, but we will get there. No problem. And Jack 7, we fold in this Ace 3-9 board. We've been going for an hour and 19 minutes. I think this will be our longest cash game of the that we've done so far. But we're going to continue to do longer and longer cash games and build up our stamina and our bankroll this way. So I'm going to try to do a 24-hour session where I play tournaments, cash games, and sit and goes all out for 24 hours straight. So we'll probably, what we'll do is I'm going to try to do it soon, but we're going to do it on Twitch live. We may do it on YouTube live. We don't know. Live on YouTube. We'll just see. But we're going to try to do it that way and just see if we can go for 24 hours. We're going to set the timer for 24 hours, and we're going to play for 24 hours straight, which will be a fun experience if we can do it, and we're going to try it. We'll take 15-minute breaks every few hours or so, but we're going to try to stay in the game for 24 hours straight. We'll probably start early one morning, like a 7 o'clock one morning, and play from 7 to 7 or something like that. All right, we got King Jack suited of diamonds in the big blind. Probably one of the best hands we've seen in a while. Some min raise from the new person at the table, MMEURE4433. And we're going to play it. We're in the big blind. We already got 4 cents invested. Flop a jack on a 3-jack-7 board, 2 clubs, and there's checks all around. We probably should have bet that. And we're gonna call the 26 cents pot bet from Zoot. We got trip jacks on a scary club board, and we're gonna call the 43 cents all in. And we're not scared of anything now. We're gonna bet $1.16. We know we're taking this pot down. We just hope we can get more out of this one over here. He makes a call, so we're going to take this down. Trip jacks against Jack King. Well, we would have won that pot anyway, so we put Zoot out. We're up to $13.24. So that's a good deal for us. Another min raise by him. I think I'm going to make the call there for 6 more cents. And we've got a straight draw, hit a king. There's no flush possibilities at this point. And now there's boat possibilities, so that scares us off of it a little bit, so we'll check it there. We've only got ace high, but into a 24-cent pot, we're going to call the 4 cents. And we're going to hit nothing, so we're going to check it, and hopefully they'll check back and we can see what they got. I'm sure they got the winner, but yeah, we're not calling that. All right, we get King 8 offsuit. We put Zoot out. We play with Zoot, but we put Zoot out with a full house, jacks full of kings. I felt we were good with trip jacks there anyway, but we really got good on the river when we knew we had it wrapped up. We wasn't worried about the flush. We had a full house. The only thing at that point right there that would have beat us was pocket kings. And I just didn't think he had pocket kings, so that's why I bet out a little value and got called, and we made some money off of it. So Zoot's gone now. I'm not going to buy back in, so we're back down to a. Right now we're 4-handed in min raise again. This guy likes to min raise, so we're going to call it. We're probably going to see what happens, and we flop an ace. And no, we're not checking this. When you bet 8 cents, we're going to bet 8 cents again. Don't really change our perspective, so we're going to bet 16 cents on this pot now. Folds, and we're going to take down that little bit of change. We got 2-5 in the big blind. We're 5-handed. It looks like we'll be 5-handed again in a minute. We've got nothing. He bets. We're folding here. He checked, though. He gives us a straight draw, up and down straight draw. We do not hit, but we do hit a pair of deuces, and he's going to let us have that with a pair of deuces. All right, we got ace queen in the big blind. I mean, in a small blind, we're going to raise it up to 16 cents, though. He calls. On a jack 8 board, we're going to bet 16 cents into a 36-cent pot. He calls. 3 8s on the turn there. We're going to check it. He's probably got an 8. I mean, probably got a jack, so we'll let him take a pot down. We showed weakness. He pounced on the weakness. I really don't feel that he had anything there, but we had ace high. He probably had ace high at best, so we're going to let him have that one. We'd have flopped a jack on a 3 queen jack board. Oh, we've been playing for an hour and 26 minutes. And our profits just has been up a lot today. So we've got a whole full new table, and hopefully everybody will be in. We got C Martin 93, we got Flower 017 up at top. The longest one other than us been at this table has been Jenny 48 now. Fat by DB222's been here for a few minutes as well, but hadn't really heard much out of him. But Jenny 48's been here second longest to me. I've been here for an hour and a half right now. We've soared in profit on this little cash game here, so right now, and we're just going to keep doing what we do, and that's just playing our ABC poker and hopefully hitting. And we get pocket sixes. We're just going to limp in and see what happens. Let's see, Martino 93. All you got to do is check or bet, man. Need more time, so he must be either disconnected or just don't know what he's doing here, so. We've had our up and downs on our bankroll, but our bankroll has expanded some, so. All right, finally the check. He's not there, so we're going to check and let him bet. No, not going to bet. We're going to throw a 4-cent bet out there. Don't know how much that'll help us. He's going to call, so. Didn't help us too much. We're going to check. He's probably got a 7. No, we got the win on that. So we'll take it. We got ace-6 and we're folding it. Looks like our cash game table is starting to lag a little bit. We're probably going to just be done here in just a few short little whiles into this. Just going to see what happens. Hit an ace on the river there. Martino betting though, baby. Bet, Martino, bet. We got queen 6 in the big blind. Depending on what happens behind here, we'll see. All right, we're going to check. We did not hit anything, so we're going to probably just check it down. Yeah, we've got a possibility of hitting a gut shot straight draw. Surprise, surprise. I don't know how many times I say gut shot on this show. We did not hit a gut shot. We did hit a queen on the river. It seems like that may be a good hand to have. We'll see. And we get calls. And we'll take it down. Then we get pocket jacks on the small blind, so we'll be raising it here to 16 cents to go if you want to play. Wow. Wow. Can I say that? Can I say wow? He's going to bet 4 cents into that pot, 80-cent pot. We're going to call the 4 cents. All right, we got a gut shot and a redraw to a full house, but he bets 8 cents. If it's just called, I guess we got to call. Yeah, we're going to call the river and see what we hit. We didn't hit nothing, so we're going to check it and we'll see what he had on the. He probably had a king. Bet 4 cents. He probably flopped kings, 10s full of kings. Oh, he had 10 deuce. He had river to full house, but we had too much money out there not to call 4 cents, so that's why we called it. But he called a 16-cent raise with 10 deuce. Cash game donkey is what we're going to put in here, and we're going to put him in blue because that's cash game donkey. Called raise, 16-cent raise with 10 deuce off. So that's what we're going to put in his notes. There's his little note right there. Cash game donkey calls 16-cent raise with 10 deuce off. I mean, we're not bad about losing to that. But, I mean, he was just min betting and we had to call. There was too much money out there in the pot. And if we'd hit a jack on the river, we probably would have took him down. I gave him a little too much credit. I said he had 10s full of kings, but he had 10s full of deuces. He still had a full house either way I put it. Papa D is in with kings, and he's going to take that one down. And we lose another player, so I guess we'll have to try to sneak one in. We're gonna play for just a little bit longer. We've been playing for an hour and 32 minutes. It's a good little chunk of time there, I'd say. There's a raise. And we get ace-3 and under the gun. We're gonna fold it. We're starting to put up notes on some of these players that we've played with. So we're going to try to keep doing that. We're going to say we played the cash game with her. Since she stuck around for a little while, we don't really want to, really don't want to. We want to really kind of remember these people we played with, especially was involved in hands with us stuff. $1.48 all-in move. Let's see what Papa D's going to fold. Martino 93, you put the 20-cent bet out there, you're going to make the call. 7-6 of hearts, and you hit the heart to take it down. She had the straight. I think she did. She had king, queen, or king, jack. She may have just had a pair. I don't think she had a straight. I don't think she shoved all in with just a pair. If she did, we'll have to put donkey under hers. And she's going to raise all in, well, to take down this little pot of 12 cents. So we'll let her have it. We're not going to fight with her. He can with his 5-3 offsuit against 8s, and it's over. What a donkey. He hits trip 5s, but she's got 8s full of 5s, so he is a big donkey, and he rebought for $4, so that's a good deal. Big donkey. We're going to put him in there as a big donkey. And that's what we're going to put in there, and some more stuff in his. And we're going to sneak in with 8-3. And not hit, so we'll check. No, checks all around. We'll check again. Too scary for us, so we're not betting. We're not calling any bets. Queen high will take, or queen, pair of queens on the river will hit and win. So good deal. So we've seen him call an all-in for $1.67 with 5-3 offsuit. If he's not a donkey, I don't know what is. He is a major donkey. He does not have a clue how to play poker. He wasn't even. He can't even justify that by having pot odds to call. I mean, that was a waste of money. Is what that was. He just didn't care. And at these stakes, they really don't care. That's why they never move up. Is because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to play poker. They just know if they sit back and take money off these people, they'd be in there. We'd have had a queen high flush on a crazy ass board, and we would have won. He's in there with 9-6, but he wasn't the big blind, so we're not gonna criticize him on that. All right, we got queen 8 off. We're probably going to be calling an end to this in about 8 more minutes or so. What a flop. 4 ace ace. We had queen 8. Wouldn't have hit nothing. So we've actually went from $4 and we're up to $13 right now. So we're actually making over $8. I'd say $9 and something right now, $9.04 right now. I mean, we probably won't cash out with $9.04 unless we stop before the blinds get to us, but we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. Because let's see, we're at an hour and 36 minutes of play time here, so I don't think we're going to get much better at this unless we get a big hand. So yeah, I think the next hand will be our last hand for this cash game. So we're going to call this next hand our last hand of the night, and we're going to leave our cash game with profit of looks like $9.04. We're going to see here. So yeah, we're leaving with some profit here in this one. Unless we get aces on our next hand, they get cracked. They're worth a shot. Ooh, trip 7 there. We got king 10, so we're sitting out the next hand. We are done. So we cash out with $9.04. Remember to follow us on Twitter. This was a good hour and a half cash game. Hope you enjoyed it. I guess we'll see you on our next cash game or second go challenge or tournament or whatever's next. Just make sure you tune in right here on Brandon Poker TV because we're going to entertain you to the fullest. But just remember to check us out on Twitter at poker_stud83 and facebook.com/Brandon Turner Poker. For the chosen one, this is Brandon Poker TV, and we'll see you on the flip side, buddy.